we're introduced to our protagonist, Akira Shiroyanagi, who possesses an incredible ability to predict and strategize within a 5-second time frame. He's suddenly thrust into a deadly game where participants are given superhuman powers and forced to fight to the death. The episode begins with Akira playing a game and lost it due to connection error of the opponent. He was thriving to play an immersive game. He had breakfast and left his messy home to school. Akira kept gaming while walking to the school. While waiting for the road to clear, Akira was suddenly attacked by a gigantic mummy-like creature. Akira thought that the creature was only behind him and chasing him. He took the situation as a game. He hid inside an abandoned building. Akira managed to defeat the mummy creature. Meanwhile, the game has just began. He encounters a well-dressed cat lady, Mayon, who shot him in the arm and he fell down. After being kidnapped, he was handcuffed and brought into a gruesome competition. He quickly realizes that his 5-second prediction ability gives him a massive advantage, allowing him to outsmart and defeat his opponents effortlessly. Mayon told the crowd that they are dead for the rest of the world and have no freedom from now on. Mayon assists the crowd about the rules and regulations of the game. They are guided towards their rooms where instructions and ability manuals are waiting for them. Every participant's movements were monitored by the organizers by cameras. Akira entered an empty classroom, which was the first battlefield of one-on-one fight. There was already an opponent waiting for him. He grappled with the consequences of his actions and the brutality of the game. Akira made his opponent chase him and waited for the right time to use his illusion ability and won the first battle. However, Akira also discovers the dark and twisted nature of the game, as the organizers are willing to go to extreme lengths to ensure there's only one survivor. Throughout the episode, Akira encounters various adversaries, each with unique powers, and he must adapt his strategies on the fly to stay alive. His intelligence and quick thinking make him a formidable contender, but he also faces the moral dilemma of taking lives to protect his own. The episode begins with the past life of Yuri, where she was facing a stalker on the roadside. She once saved that guy, and now he was so in love with Yuri that he followed her everywhere. Yuri went home and found her mom with a new boyfriend. Yuri's mom asked her to take care of her boyfriend's daughter, Riria. Yuri left the home as she wanted a break. While waiting for the road to clear for crossing, her sight hit the same stalker trying to jump off the roof against a billboard. Yuri immediately reached the roof and tried to stop him. In the matter of saving him, they both fell off the roof. It appears to be a dream. Yuri woke up suddenly to reality. She tried to escape the room frustratingly, but failed and returned to her bed. Mayan was watching all the scenarios from the camera room. Yuri discovered her personality and punched a wall, which ended in a huge crater. After wondering a while, Yuri tried again to escape the room by hitting the door continuously, but nothing worked. Yuri went again into a flashback, where she went home and met Riai. Riai was alone at home since morning, thus she was hungry. So Yuri made her food and gave her a good bath. Ria and Yuri went to sleep. Yuri saw Riaria having a nightmare and calmed her by holding her hand. The alarm rings. Yuri wakes up and then again cuffed up. She followed a staff person to a battlefield. Yuri faced a strong-muscled elderly man with a weird kind of ability. At first, Yuri was suppressed by him, but instinctively Yuri took charge and knocked him off in a glance. Akira was eating his favorite snack sitting on the bed while thinking of escaping the place. He fell asleep and woke up to the buzzing of the alarm. Suddenly, a black-suited staff man arrived at the door and took Akira to the next place. Akira is then taken to a training room where he meets his teammates, Yuri, Shin, and Sawatari. Yuri is a skilled fighter. Shin has the ability to turn invisible for 2 seconds, and Sawatari can turn any object into a rope. Mayan made them aware of the next program, which was 5-on-5. Thus, 5 competitors are teamed up to face other team of 5. Akira forms an uneasy alliance with other players he meets along the way, including Yuri, who impresses everyone with her strategic prowess. A middle-aged man, Sawatari, started to introduce himself as well as others after him. They let each other know about their name and abilities. But Akira was quite careful about his ability to be known. Akira told everyone that his ability is can in hand, so no one can know his real ability and knock him off dead. As they were planning to team up, Yuri got offended and slapped Akira on the face. Together, they face off against formidable opponents, testing their abilities and teamwork. They went to the next battlefield as the 2 hours timer buzzed. As they entered the room, they saw a golden fight ring. The day of the game arrived, and Akira's team was ready to fight. The battle begins, and Akira quickly realizes that his opponents are much stronger than he thought. Kirisaki was a skilled swordsman, and his teammates were all dangerous in their own way. In a thrilling 5-on-5 battle scenario, the stage was set for an epic showdown. On one side are valiant heroes, each with their distinct strengths and personalities, stood united. Facing them were formidable adversaries, equally skilled and determined. Sawatari faced off against a formidable opponent. She baited Sawatari in her words, and all of a sudden attacked him and chased him to death. All of the allies were in great shock to see the sudden death of their member. In the next match, one of our valiant heroes was about to attack, but won the match instantly because the opponent forfeit in the very beginning of the game. Now there were 3 one-on-one matches left. Kirisaki, the elegant swordswoman, and the enigmatic martial artist, faced a calm girl Siko. They circled each other with a palpable tension in the air. The clash of their distinct fighting styles created a mesmerizing dance of combat. Then Sako and Kirisaki entered the ring to the demon god, Trueblade, compete. The battle escalated as Seiko unleashed her unique technique, a whirlwind of petals and steel. Kirisaki responded with a burst of incredible speed and acrobatics. The arena became a battleground of contrasting styles, with neither warrior willing to yield. Kirisaki's blades sliced through the air with grace and precision, while his lightning-fast strikes demonstrated his unmatched agility. Each blow and block resonated, highlighting their exceptional skills. He kept chasing Sayako's marbles and cut them in half. This battle is nothing short of a spectacle, drawing viewers deeper into the intricate world of supernatural abilities and strategic combat. Her movements are a mesmerizing dance of precision and speed as she gracefully dodges Kirisaki's initial strikes. As the fight proceeded, Sayako unleashed her skills and was able to dodge Kirisaki and made him unconscious. Thus, she won the battle as the opponent was unconscious. Akira was worried about Kirisaki's fight, Akira and his companions regrouping after a previous intense battle. Then the bell rings again, calling Akira and Sayako. Akira was determined to win the next game, but he knows that it will be a difficult challenge. He needs to find a way to use his illusion ability to his advantage, and he needs to work together with his teammates if they want to survive. Akira and his opponent faced each other in the ring. Akira waited a while. Then, to experiment his ability, he aimed at one of his team members, Kirisaki. As the fear of Kirisaki activated Akira's illusion ability and made his hand into a cannon, Akira estimated his powers and created the illusion of a cannon hand. In a glance, he aimed his opponent and fired, while Kitajima was able to stop his fireball again and again. Akira found that Kirajima's ability Oi activated when he put his hand on the ground. Thus, he made his hands up and aimed him to seize. Kitajima has no other option but forfeit. Akira won the battle, and now one more fight has to go to attain victory. Mayan announced the competitors again. This time it'll be Yuri and Uji. When Yuri stepped into the ring and saw the opponent, she was in complete shock to discover that the opponent was the same stalker due to him Yuri Deir. Yuri went in rage to take revenge. The 5 seconds countdown started as soon as the cuffs united. Yuri attacked Uji and stuck him upon the wall only in a single punch. With the plagiarist out of the way, Akira's team was victorious. After the battle, Akira and Yuri are congratulated by the other players. They are now considered to be one of the strongest teams in the game. However, Akira knows that there are many other powerful players out there, and he is determined to become the strongest of them all. Minan arrived at the end of the second program and congratulated Akira's team. She ordered them to be blindfolded and come along with her. While being blindfolded, Akira was thinking of the worst he could. However, Mayan's staff took the winning team to a dining hall where the losing team were dressed up as bunnies for them. Losing team served a mouth-watering dinner to Akira's team members. Akira and Kirisaki discussed their powers. Yuri had an ache in her hand, so Akira tied a handkerchief around her wrist, so it will be smooth. After the meal, all members of both teams were cuffed up and divided into 2 different pathways. Both pathways open up to a circular hall with 5 different doors to choose. Kirisaki chose first, then rest of the members choose their paths. When Yuri was about to choose her path, Akira asked her to stay alive and safe and bring his handkerchief back to him. Yuri gets a little emotional while leaving Akira. Akira was determined and confident to choose a path. Akira chooses his path. He's led to a room centered with a table. A smartphone was placed on the table waiting for Akira to arrive. He was surprised to see a smartphone in such an outdated place. He picked up the phone and investigated. Mayan announced that it will be the 3rd program in which Akira has 100 points. Akira required 1,000 points to win. As the front door opened, wind touched Akira's cheeks. He was mesmerized to see such a beautiful forest in front of his sight. As he stepped in, Mion again announced that this was Block A and every opponent Akira will knock off here will count as 10 points in 30 minutes. As the countdown started, Akira began to run towards the deep of forest. Suddenly, he stumbles upon a golden-haired guy who Akira misunderstood as being an enemy. He offered Akira to be his recruit. As they were discussing, a clash from ranging listened. Akira saw Yuri running towards him. While 4 weird red uniformed persons were chasing her, a golden-haired guy with an ability to change a stick into a bow and arrow tried to save Akira and Yuri. Akira realizes that his original ability is going to unleash as the opponent tells them that he has the cannon ability. But Akira managed to convince them and counterattack them. They were successful in escaping from there, leaving the Red Dragon team behind. The golden-haired guy, Katsuya, told them about the Red team and Green team. Katsuya took them to Green Team headquarters, where they met the Green Team leader, Shirisagi. Shirisagi told them about the 3 teams of Program 3. Katsuya and Shirisagi were amused to know about Akira and Yuri's abilities, because they lack superior abilities against the Red Team. He makes Akira and Yuri aware of how points work as currency to trade goods in this program, and points can only be earned by completing tasks given by the organization. Rin was sitting beside the leader of the Red Team, When those 4 members that were defeated by Akira arrived to them, Ichi was enraged to know about the situation of defeat. He stroked a bottle of beer on the head of one of the members. The sub-leader of the red team, Kuro, asked Aishi to stop being angry with those members. Shirasagi told Akira and Yuri that the red team exploits the weak and uses them as slaves. Yuri was so frustrated to hear about it. The team leader includes more that red team are the suppressors, green team are the protectors, and the third blue team are individuals who are neutral and stay away from team red and green team's affairs. Shirasagi asked both of them to fight for green team against the reds, because soon it will be a battle between them. Yuri agreed to join the green team, but Akira was still in a trance. While Akira points his hand towards the leader and wants to shoot, he realizes that his ability can only work if the person in front of him believes that Akira has cannon ability. Suddenly, his hand turned to cannon, allowing him to shoot the green team leader. Shirasagi asked Akira to shoot without hesitation. Akira shot at him. Akira shot cannon fire on the leader, Shirasagi, but he was completely fine. His ability made him foolproof even against a cannon shot. Akira was shocked to see that. He just wanted to know that Shirasagi is capable of being a leader. Yuri and Katsuya were amused to see all the scenarios. Shirasagi's assistant, Momoko, told him that new recruits are coming, thus they aren't left with much room to make arrangements. Akira asked Shirasagi that he and Yuri could share a room. As they entered the clean and managed room, Akira encountered various items. He saw a diary and pen laying on the table beside him. Yuri was still confused as to why Akira asked to stay with her. Akira told her that he wanted to be alone with her, to tell her something secretive. He gave Yuri a chit with a secret. He told Yuri that his real ability is telepathy and not cannon shot. He tried telepathy to her and spoke to her in her mind. Yuri also tried the same, and that worked. Yuri was surprised to see all the situations. Akira told Yuri that they might have been monitored by the leader because of their superlative abilities. So from now on, they'll talk in their minds only. Yuri told him about Uraya. They were concerned that they would be declared dead in the outside world. Akira just wanted to complete the game and defeat Mayan to reach his home. Akira trusted Yuri and told her that his real power is not telepathy, nor even cannon but illusion. He wants her to make a promise that she will keep this a secret and he will help her make it home. Suddenly, the phone rings and the moon appears on it. Mion tell everyone that tomorrow morning, it will going to hold a quest where they can participate and earn points. In the next morning, everyone gathered while their leader teamed them up. Shirasagi told Akira and Yuri that they were declared as partners as they wanted to be. All of the members left to Block D ruins for the quest. Akira told Yuri that his ability is so much to him that anyone that know about it could defeat him. That's why he hid it from everyone. Yuri agreed to keep it a secret and protect her words. When they reached Block D ruins, they saw me sitting on the top of an old spectacle. Mayan welcomed them to death. Suddenly, many mummy monsters appeared out of nowhere. Mayan starts the battle, which will end when no ghouls will be left. Shirasagi ordered an attack and the fight began. As everyone thinks that Akira's ability is cannon hand, thus he was able to use it. He makes an agreement with Yuri to keep thinking that his ability is telepathy. As everyone was dealing with ghouls, the leaders of Red Team, Ichi and Kuro, were watching everything from the cliff with Mayan. It turned out to be their plan to reveal everyone's abilities. They cuffed up their slaves and forced them to fight with the Red Team, even though this opposes and violates the rules. Akira saved one of the girls of the Red Team who he met from Program 2. Suddenly, a more powerful cat ghoul appeared within the Temple of Ruins. Mayan assures that everyone has to defeat the cat ghoul and rescue the slaves at the same time. Thus, an immersive game began. The monstrous cat mummy ghoul attacked Akira, but Shirasagi up front to save him and asked him to leave. Shirasagi wants to dismantle Team Red. Thus, he took the responsibility to ensure that no one was harmed by the monstrous ghoul. He activated his negotiating powers and made a hole in the mummy creature in a blink of an eye. Shirasagi's arm was seriously injured that he can't bear another attack. But Mayan whispers that the game is still continuing. Suddenly, the wounds of the cat ghoul disappeared and it stood up again to fight. Shirasagi was not able to dodge it again. As Shirasagi lost his strength to fight against the ghoul, Yuri was determined not to leave Shirasagi alone to fight. She jumped inside the fight and tried to save Shirasagi. While the ghoul was about to attack them again, Akira encounters him with his tyrant ability of cannon hand and strikes upon it. Now Yuri and Akira team up to defeat the mummy creature. Yuri distracted the monster while Akira hit him in the head with his cannon. Ghoul attacked Akira, and it seems like Akira is crushed into a wall, but he dodged him and returned with a powerful attack. But the monster was still alive. Before the ghoul stood up again, the Red's leader, Aishi, shook off Ghoul's head in a powerful attack. Yuri went out of control when she saw Aichi and attacked him. Ichi easily backed her moves. Ichi wanted to fight with Akira, but Mayan interrupted and asked Ichi to set back as she hadn't announced that the quest was over. Something was in Mayan's devilish mind. She said that now there will be a survival fight, hard-out battle between Team Red and Team Green, named as Hunt the King. In this war game, the team has to defeat the leader of another team and steal his device in order to earn points. The sub-leader of Red Team, Kuro, presented that if one team won, every member of the opponent team must die. Mayan liked the suggestion, but there were elderly and children in the green team. Thus, Shirasagi opposed the idea, but Mayan declared it to be the final conclusion that Hunt the King war game will begin in 7 days. And she guaranteed that everyone in the losing team will die. Everyone returns to their campsite. While preparing hot water and medications to the injured, Harika wanted to help, so she went to the forest to collect some wood. Momoko owed Yurei a hot bath and warm clothes. Yurei was happy to have some relaxing time. Meanwhile, Shirasagi asked Akira to come into his room after he dressed up his wounds. Akira went to Shirasagi's room. Shirasagi told Akira that they have to tell everyone about the next quest at once, but first he wanted to know about Akira's ability. Akira told him that his ability was not canon, but something else that he can't tell anyone, not even to the trusted partners. Ringo was thinking about Akira, who saved her from Red's leader. She was a gamer in her past life, and always a fan of famous player Key. Once in a magazine, she came to know that Key's original name was Akira. She was mesmerized by how Akira saved her from slavery of the Red Team. Kumajiri saved Harika from a Red Team member in the forest and took her back to the Green Team campsite. Everyone suspected Kumajiri, but Akira and Yuri introduced him to everyone because he was their member in second program. Suddenly, Mayan's voice appeared from nowhere and announced about the Hunt the Kind event. She also told everyone that the loser team will die. Everyone gets panicked to know this while Shirasagi came and explained the situation to them. Akira understood that Mayan only want them to fight and die. While so many thoughts pounding in his mind, Akira went to his room. When he was about to open the door, Ringo arrived and hesitantly told Akira that she knew about his original ability. Akira was in a trance and pulled her inside. She further included that she has to know the frontal person's ability and copy it to 110. Ringo asked him to be her partner, so she can use her ability skillfully. Akira agreed somehow. Akira saved her from slavery of Red Team, so he asked her about the abilities of Red Team members. Yuri was waiting outside the door for Ringo. Ringo left. Next morning, Akira asked Yuri to come and spend the day with him. He told Yuri that they are going to Blue Team, but before he wanted her to dress up until he meet with Kumagiri, who was a member of Blue Team. A man named Tachibana from the slave hunt managed to escape from Team Green and came to meet Team Red's leader, Kuro. Kuro was tense that the Green Team had a girl with quintuple ability and a boy with some mysterious abilities. But the concern was the boy. Ryan was sitting on the chair while an old member of Team Red, Renka, came and greeted everyone. She asked about Rin and Rin started to introduce herself. Renka became furious and threw an arrowhead near Rin, which barely teared her face. Rin tried to be nice, but Renka didn't agree. Kuro stopped their fight, and suddenly an old man on skateboard came in. Kuro tells Ichi that Akira has more than a canon ability, so they should change the battle rules slightly. Akira and Yuri walking in the woods, while Akira asked her to imagine someone in her mind, clearly, so he can convert into that person as his ability tells. Yuri thought about Ringo to Tara, so Akira turned into her. Tara tells them that the next game will be a king hunting game, where each team must kill the other team's king. The king is the person who has the most points at the end of the game. Akira and Yuri are unsure of how they will be able to compete in the game, as they are not very strong. However, Tatara tells them that they have a secret weapon, a special ability called Bodyguard. The Bodyguard ability allows one person to protect another person from harm. Akira and Yuri decide to use the Bodyguard ability to their advantage. They agree that Yuri will be the bodyguard and Akira will be the attacker. Yuri will use her ability to protect Akira while he attacks the other team's king. Akira and Yuri meet some members of the blue team. Akira offers them 200 points each to help them in the battle. They refused, so he offered 500 points, which they couldn't resist. The blue team leader Omoto demands Yuri to help the green team in the battle. Akira refused. However, Omoto agreed for aid in the battle. Leader calls upon Akira and tells him about the members wanting to join the battle. Akira makes them aware of the consequences. Harika asked Komaguri to join the battle, and he agreed upon the request. The day of the game arrives, and Team Green is pitted against Team Blue. The game starts, and Akira and Yuri immediately put their plan into action. Yuri uses her bodyguard ability to protect Akira, while Akira attacks the other team's king. Suddenly, the king of the other team appeared and attacked Asuka. He killed Asuka, while Katsuya and other members were running towards her. Meanwhile, the old skateboard man came and blocked their path and killed them. Renka, on the other hand, killed many green team members by firing helicopters. Akira meeting up with Ryan in an abandoned building. Akira wants to make a deal with Rin. He will help her take down Ugami if she agrees to help him find his sister, Sina. Rin agrees to the deal, and the two of them head off to find Ogamimi. Meanwhile, Kumaguri was fighting with another red team member who chopped off his hand. When Ichi Ogami was about to kill Asuka, Yuri came off against him and punched him to push him away from her. Yuri was fighting against Ichi the king. Ichi has the ability to create illusions, and she is using her powers to try to trick Yuri. Yuri is having a hard time fighting back Ogami. Tara told Shirasagi that she had found the spy of Ogami and tied him to a tree. She further included that Akira wants her to check if anyone is lying about their abilities. When Tatara reached the spy, he was already killed. Eventually, it was discovered that Momoko was also the spy of the red team. While Akira was in the woods, he was attacked by Kirisaki the swordsman. Akira arrives at the location where Ugami is supposed to be. Kirisaki and Akira find a mysterious man named Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden has the ability to create invisible blades, and he is using his powers to easily defeat Kirisaki. Akira joins the fight, and they are able to hold their own against Iron Maiden. However, Iron Maiden is too powerful. Renka and Ryan were fighting against each other. Rin found out and killed the person behind Renka, Akira and his team. Team Green facing off against Team Diamond Head. Team Diamond Hand is led by a woman named Momoko, who has the ability to create diamond constructs. Momoko quickly takes the upper hand, using her diamonds to crush Akira's teammates. Akira is about to be defeated when he is saved by Ringo, a young girl who has the ability to control gravity. Ringo uses her powers to create a black hole that sucks in Momoko's diamonds. Momoko is caught off guard and is defeated. After the battle, Momoko reveals that she is actually the mother of two of Team Diamond Hand's members, Ogamai and Kurawa. She says that she joined the battle game in order to protect her children. Akira is sympathetic to Momoko's situation, but he tells her that she cannot use her children as a shield. He says that she needs to learn to fight her own battles. Akira and his team moved on to the next round of the battle game. Akira and Kuroiwa facing off in a game of chess. Kuroiwa is confident that he will win, as he is a master chess player. However, Akira has a secret weapon. He can see the future for 5 seconds. This allows him to make the perfect moves and always stay one step ahead of Kuroiwa. In the end, Akira wins the game of chess, and Kuroiwa was forced to admit defeat. However, Kuroiwa is not finished yet. He reveals that he has one more trick up his sleeve. He has a gun. He points the gun at Akira and tells him that he will kill him if he doesn't surrender. Akira is not afraid. He knows that he can still win even if Kuroiwa shoots him. He uses his power to see the future and predicts where Kuroiwa will shoot. He then moves out of the way and disarms Kuroiwa. With Kuroiwa defeated, Akira and his team are victorious. They have won the battle game and are now free to go. However, Akira knows that this is not the end. It's turned out that Akira turned into a spy and gave them wrong information. There will be other battle games and he will have to face even more dangerous opponents. In the aftermath of the battle, Akira reflects on what happened. He realizes that he has changed. He is no longer the same shy and timid boy who is forced to participate in the battle game. He is now a confident and capable fighter who is not afraid to stand up for himself. Akira also realizes that he has made new friends. He has bonded with Yuri and the others, and he knows that they will always have his back. He is grateful for their friendship, and he knows that he can face anything as long as they are with him. They are content to enjoy their victory and their newfound friendship. Akira and Yuri face off against the final boss, a mysterious figure known only as the Sophistic. The Sophistic has the ability to copy any ability that he sees, and he quickly proves to be a formidable opponent. Akira and Yuri are forced to use all of their skills and abilities to stay alive. Akira uses his ability to copy the Sophistic's abilities, while Yuri uses her ability to control gravity. The two of them fight back and forth, but neither one of them can seem to gain an advantage. The battle eventually reaches a stalemate, and it seems like both Akira and Yuri are about to be defeated. However, Sophistic is defeated and Akira and Yuri are victorious. After the battle, Akira and Yuri are taken to a secret facility, where they are met by a group of people who are also involved in the battle game. These people explain that the battle game is a test of humanity's potential, and that Akira and Yuri are now the new leaders of the human resistance. The Sophistic is a mysterious figure who is never seen without his mask. He is incredibly intelligent and cunning, and he is always one step ahead of Akira and Yuri. Back and forth, the Sophistic's ability to copy abilities is incredibly powerful, and it makes him a formidable opponent. However, Akira is able to outsmart him by using his own ability to copy abilities. The battle between Akira and the Sophistic is one of the most intense battles in the series. Both characters are pushed to their limits, and the outcome is uncertain until the very end. Akira and Yuri are now the new leaders of the human resistance, and they vow to fight back against the Game Master and free humanity from the battle game.